Brittany, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be showing you guys a bunch of really easy and super cute hairstyles that you can wear every day, and also some tips on how to get healthy hair and how to get rid of dandruff. In this video, I'm also working with Head & Shoulders, and I have worked with them in the past. I love Head & Shoulders. I've been using their products for a very long time, and if you guys watched my last video that I did with Head & Shoulders, I told you guys that I have seborrheic dermatitis, which is a scalp condition that causes your scalp to be very itchy and irritated and flaky, and I've had it since I was about 12 years old. So I wanted to show you guys some really easy hairstyles and ways to keep your hair and your scalp healthy so that you don't need to worry about dandruff ruining a really cute hairstyle. So make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel, and let's get started. Head & Shoulders wanted to work with me again because I do have seborrheic dermatitis, and they actually have clinical strength products that treat seborrheic dermatitis and you don't need a prescription, which is amazing. They have a Clinical Solutions Selenium Sulfide Dandruff Shampoo and a Clinical Solutions Pyrithione Zinc Leave-On Dandruff Treatment. You can use this one multiple times a day, whether your hair is dry or damp, and it's kind of like a spot treatment. Basically, just spray it onto any affected areas on your scalp and kind of massage it in. It dries really quickly, and there's no like weird residue or anything that it leaves behind. And with the leave-on dandruff treatment, it helps provide up to 24 hours from itching, flaking, and irritation, and the irritation is so important to me. Typically, I will use the leave-on treatment after I use the Clinical Solutions Dandruff Shampoo, and you can use this the same way as you would use other Head & Shoulders shampoo because you need to leave it on for at least several minutes to make sure that the product actually works on your scalp. This is the strongest strength dandruff shampoo that you can buy without a prescription. Like I said, it has like a fresh, almost herbally scent. A lot of people think that like clinical strength shampoos will smell bad, but this one smells really good. And like I said in the beginning, the Clinical Solution shampoo has a selenium sulfide formula, which I'm also probably saying wrong, but this formula does help provide up to 7 days of protection against an itchy and flaky scalp. After using these two products, my head hasn't been itchy at all, which is so good. It usually is so itchy like all day 24/7, which is the most annoying part of my seborrheic dermatitis. My head is just always itchy. And I wanted to show you guys what my hair looked like after I used these products because it was very healthy looking. There were no flakes at all. It was extremely clean, and it's definitely not too harsh on your hair if that's something that you guys are worrying about. It is quite gentle. You guys can get the Head & Shoulders Clinical Solutions products on Walgreens.com, and I will have a link in the description box below in case you guys want to check it out. Another thing I like to do to my hair to keep it healthy after taking care of my scalp is to use a hair oil, and you guys could use pretty much any type of hair oil. Even coconut oil works perfectly fine, but I'll make sure to rub it all throughout the lengths of my hair. I don't get any on my scalp, of course, because I don't want it to look oily. I use a hair oil on my hair every single day pretty much, especially if I'm going to be heat styling it. I will use an oil before to protect my hair, and then also an oil afterwards just to replenish any moisture that I may have lost after heat styling it. Simple little things like that will make a huge difference in the texture of your hair, as well as preventing split ends and any breakages, because it'll make sure that your hair is always moisturized. Another little tip that I like to do to help my hair stay healthy is to avoid heat styling it whenever possible. That could be something as simple as avoiding blow drying your hair. If you like to heat style your hair, then maybe start taking showers at night several hours or just a couple hours before bed to give your hair some time to air dry. That way your hair will be dry in the morning, and then all you need to do is use one type of hot tool to style your hair so that it doesn't need to be blow dried and then heat styled immediately after. And my last tip for having healthy hair is obviously just to eat healthy. You definitely want to make sure you're getting your vitamins, whether it's through a supplement or actually through the food that you're eating. Basically, you should be eating a lot of vegetables. If you're eating a lot of fresh and natural foods, then you should be good. So now that you have some tips on how to get healthy hair and a healthy scalp, let's go ahead and get into some of the hairstyles. The first hairstyle I want to show you guys is this really easy and kind of undone fishtail braid, and I really love hairstyles that look like they are effortless and they've been lived in. So for a fishtail braid, it's really easy. All you need to do is section your hair off into 2 different parts, and then you're going to take small pieces from the outside of each section and cross it over to the other side. It's quite easy once you get the hang of it. You definitely can do a regular braid. It's totally up to you. I think it looks better when you have smaller pieces in a fishtail braid instead of taking larger chunks, because then it kind of turns out looking like a normal braid anyways. But go ahead and braid it down to where you want the braid to end, and then use your fingers to kind of massage little pieces out and make it look a little bit messier. And then you can just secure it at the bottom with a clear elastic. And I like to pin some small sections of hair up so that it gives me a little bit of extra volume at the top of my head, and then also keeps some of the hair away from my face. But of course you guys could make this as messy or neat as you want. I just like when I have some pieces framing my face. This next hairstyle is a half up bun, and I really love to do this hairstyle, and I like it also because you can do it on any length hair. So again, I like to have some pieces around my face, just framing my face a little bit, but you don't have to do that. And then I'm taking my hair and putting it into a little ponytail half up, and then just wrapping the rest of the hair around the ponytail. And I just pin it in place and kind of pull it apart to make it look a little bit messier, and I also left the ends out so that it gives a really cool kind of undone look. This third hairstyle is something I do all the time, but with one of my newfound favorites, and that is a scrunchie. And I used to use these all the time. Of course, if you're a 90s child, you definitely wore scrunchies. But for this hairstyle, I really like to do a middle part, and I'm going to take small sections from the front of my face, and I'm going to twist it backwards. Sometimes I braid it, but it definitely takes way less time to just twist it. So I'm twisting it away from my face, and then I will be pinning it in place with a bobby pin. You can definitely stop here for a hairstyle, but I always like to pull my hair into a ponytail when I do this to my hair. And then as always, I will pull out some pieces in front of my face to frame my face, and then of course taking a scrunchie, which you can get at a lot of different places now. I'm so happy to see that they're like back in. And then I just put my hair into a simple ponytail, and that's it. Now this last hairstyle is definitely my favorite and most worn, and it is a messy bun. There's no real right way to do a messy bun, but this is just how I do it. So I will gather my hair to the top of my head in a very high ponytail, and taking my scrunchie again, I'm going to pull it over the ponytail halfway, and then I'm going to take the hair and twist it with the scrunchie and pull it back over the top of the ponytail. So I'll show you again at a closer look. I'm going to grab the ponytail with my hand and pull the scrunchie over halfway, and then I'm going to take the hair behind my thumb and I'm going to twist it with the scrunchie, and then grabbing a hold of the top of the ponytail, I'm just going to pull it back over, and then I'm going to start taking out pieces of hair around my face to frame it and kind of just make it a little bit more loose looking. So that's it for today's video. I hope that you guys liked it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. If you guys are interested in the Head & Shoulders Clinical Solutions products, I will have the link to the Walgreens website in the description box below. But I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!